channel for your stimulus check, stimulus package update. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, and I would appreciate it. Now, I've had some people, a few comments all along come about. So people, when I get on here, it's one thing when I'm reading you the information about the stimulus checks and the stimulus package. But when I give you my opinion about something, that's my opinion if I'm talking about somebody. Now, if you all want, some of y'all want to have a debate, you all want to have a debate with messages and comments, we can do that. You don't like what I say? Drop your comment below. We'll roll with it. I don't care. I see the truth for what it is. Some people can't stand the truth. They can't handle the truth. That's the problem. Now, for an example, Donald Trump, he stood up and said about the COVID-19, he said, it's a blessing from God that I caught the COVID-19. A blessing from God? Really? People that's for this man, it's all right to like him, but it's totally different for the President of the United States. This man is unfit. He's a dangerous man to run our country. And if you want this crazy SOB in another term for presidency, you want him for your president. And I'm not making stuff up neither, for the people said I was making something up. Let me tell you something. This man is unfit, and he knows nothing about the country. He says he loves American people. He don't love us. He don't care about us. You people, some of you people need to get a life that thinks this man cares about us and he loves us. Really? That's what he thinks about the American people. It's all about what they want and what they can get. They don't give a crap about us. Open your eyes, people. Open your eyes, okay? Open them. It's unbelievable how people worship this man like a god. He stood up and said it's a blessing from God that he caught the COVID-19. Oh, and he come up with a vaccine or whatever. Oh, and it was his choice. You people beats anything I've ever seen in my life. Use your common sense, people. It's what God gave it to you for. Now, millions brace for more layoffs, hunger, and utility shutoffs as stimulus talks break down. Let's go over this, shall we? American left in the lurch by President Trump's sudden decision to abandon negotiations, as I thought all along. Closer to election time, he don't care about us. He doesn't care. He don't care if you starve, if you're living on the street. He don't care. Over a long delayed stimulus package expressed disbelief, disgust, and depression Wednesday about Trump's abrupt move. In interviews with the Washington Post, more than a dozen unemployed workers and struggling business owners affected by the move said that while they are familiar with Washington dysfunction, they are stunned by the latest decision by Trump and Republicans to break discussions off. Many said they are counting on an influx of financial support as they watched bank accounts diddle down since the expiration of most of the previous aid programs in August. Two small business owners said they will be laying off workers in the coming days, and one unemployed woman said she only had $13 left for groceries. Now, I'm going to going to see if I can pronounce her name right. Latonya Carter, 46 years old, has been out of work for 6 months after losing her job as a cook at an Elks Lodge in Pensacola, Florida. She forces a smile for her grandkids as she worries about her water and lights being shut off. Her job hasn't returned because the lodge didn't reopen. I was hoping for another stimulus check so I could pay my bills, Carter said. I'm worried about us being in the dark or being without water. I've never experienced anything like this. I just don't know how it got so bad. The state of Florida denied her unemployment claim because she was technically self-employed, and the state wants proof of her prior hours and pay. She's fighting the denial and praying for another stimulus check to get by in the meantime. The decision by Trump to walk away from the negotiating table is a high-stakes political and economic gamble. The nation has 26 million people on unemployment aid and more than 5 million small businesses that relied on government aid over the summer. The economic recovery is slowing on several fronts and could be in danger of backsliding without more aid. Business groups including the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the Business Roundtable warned that a lack of economic stimulus could worsen and prolong the downturn. Already the unemployed have seen their income cut by more than half in the most cases. After the extra $600 weekly benefit expired at the end of July. Now, it just keeps going, people. It's just an example of what's going on. It's just amazing. Uncle Ray Cherry says, I wish Congress knew that not everyone is going home in a suit and has what they need in the cupboard. And I think her name is Rodriguez. She said Rodriguez, who landed a new job stocking inventory at a hardware store, but it's just part-time. 1 in 5 small businesses warned in August they would have to close in the next 6 months if their situations didn't improve, and they did not get more aid. According to the National Federation of Independent Businesses, owners in industries hard hit by the pandemic warned they will likely have to lay off more people. And it just keeps going on and on and on. I mean, now after drawing criticism for walking away from the stimulus negotiations, listen, Trump sent a long line of tweets late Tuesday calling for $25 billion to support of the airline industry and more 1,200 stimulus checks. House Democrats circulated a bill with $28.8 billion of support for airlines that Republicans blocked last week. And man. Now she says, but I just don't understand why airlines will be first to get a second bailout. Good point. When there are thousands of other struggling companies like his family business, which was started by his grandfather almost 80 years ago. There are proposals in the House and Senate to help out bus companies like this. Whitaker said but this industry doesn't have the lobbying power in Washington to match corporate giants like airlines. I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on like this. I mean, people, it's so sad. But the point is, you've got a president, a so-called president. You know, a lot of people will say when they hear me talk like this, I'm just against Trump or I hate Trump. You know, I don't hate Trump. I'm just saying he's not fit to be the president of the United States of America. That's what I'm saying. Now, you can like it, you can lump it, I absolutely don't care. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I'm just being truthful. We need some clean slate people in there and to start over, some fresh people to start over. And it's going to take years to get this country lined up. Years, not months. And how can a president sit and say, it's a blessing from God that I caught the COVID-19? A blessing from God? Really? A blessing, he said. And oh yeah. Yeah, the economy is doing great. He said it's great. Uses it big fancy words. Fantastic. It makes me sick. A guy right there, guys, please open your eyes up. Now, you can leave all the negative, I'm just making something clear here. You can leave all the negative comments you want. If you don't like what I say about Donald Trump or whoever else in Washington that acts, that gets up and does some stupid moves like he did about saying it's it's a blessing from God that I caught the COVID-19. Leave all the comments you want. I don't care. Say what you want. The reason I got the comment section open. Lay it to it. We'll debate it. That's all I got to say about this, guys. I'm going to have to do some research on the stimulus to see what's going on, but I just wanted to go over this a little bit. It's just pathetic. We got a bunch of pathetic leaders in Washington that don't care nothing about us. All they're doing is getting their pockets fatter and abusing the power of Washington. That's it. Peace out.